M23, M23. These rebels, who are supposedly backed by Rwanda, have taken two more towns from the Congolese Army. That is the town of Kitchanga and the town of Kishishe. And this is 2 weeks after the M23 rebels handed over two other regions. That is Kibumba and I think the military camp of Rumangabo. You remember there was this ceremony as they handed over this camp to the Kenyan troops, the East African Regional Force, otherwise known as ICRAF. But at that same time, the M23 were making pincer movements, or basically outfoxing and outflanking the Congolese army, moving west deep into the Congolese territory. And that's when they started attacking more territories, including this particular town of Kitchanga. And this town is a town of more than 60,000 people. So it's a huge town by the Congolese standards. And they have taken it over, despite the Congolese trying to use even jets to bomb these rebels. They have taken over this town. And the same town, there was a helicopter, a military helicopter that was shot down using manpads by the M23. Of course, by now we know these manpads are operated by Rwandan soldiers who are fighting alongside the M23. So they shot down a military helicopter, an Mi-24 gunship helicopter, which is owned by the Congolese Army. And you recall that plane that we saw being shot at using a manpad by the Rwandan soldiers as it approached the Goma airport, the Goma International Airport. Now that plane had finished a mission to try to bomb and, root out these rebels as they were fighting with the Congolese army. But then when it was shot, no more planes or no more military support planes went back. So a day later, on Thursday, they managed to capture that town from the Congolese forces. New details have emerged that the Congolese army is planning, quietly planning for a full-scale military operation. The information indicates that there are more than 5 different locations or different camps where more than 50,000 new soldiers are being trained in Congo. They have been trained since November last year, and these new troops are going to be sent or deployed to the east to deal with M23 and possibly deal with the Rwandan threat. And this basically means that the current Congolese government understands their military weaknesses, because the current army, the current FRDC, is the same one that we had in 2012 that retreated when M23 took over Goma. So they are not disciplined, they are not well trained, they are not well organized. And the problem is because back in 2006, these guys were formed, I think, from a group of different rebel groups or a group of different militias in Congo. So different groups came together to form the army, but they were never trained in a military camp and they are not organized. And sometimes they do not follow a central command,